The true meaning behind March Madness. Ladies and gentlemen, once again it's time for March Madness, or what it should really be called, Gambler's Paradise. This is the time during the year where every gambler and wannabe gambler begins to salivate over their tourney picks. The true meaning behind March Madness used to be the craziness of the NCAA basketball tournament, where a nobody could beat a somebody. However, that has long since been forgotten since somebody decided there should be money involved in the outcomes of each game. I bet, no pun intended, that if you ask around the office, you'll find somebody putting together a pool and not the kind you swim in. Although, there is a chance if you're diving in some deep waters, you may get eaten by some sharks. The fun of your home team winning has been replaced by the fun of your own team that you picked making it all the way to the top. There's a lot of money riding on each and every game, so don't kid yourself that it's just harmless fun. The stakes are sometimes as high as the point spreads. I remember starting a new job a few years back, and I went into the office. I noticed a bunch of employees hovering over some papers and talking in hurried voices. I asked if everything was okay, and they said they were just filling out their brackets. I again asked them a question as to what was going on, and they explained to me all about the so-called March Madness. I simply smiled and said, "But doesn't the pressure of your team losing, along with the money you put on them, kind of take away from all the fun?" They said, "That's what makes it fun." March Madness is here to stay, no matter how you choose to view it. It has become bigger than the game itself. There's a lot of money to be won and lost, but that doesn't seem to be stopping any pools from being constructed. It's hard to determine if somebody's cheering during a game because they like the school or they like their odds. A game that has monetary consequences doesn't sound like a game most people have odds on winning. It sounds more like a chance to open the nearest window and toss your money out onto the walkway. March Madness is that kind of a game, but nobody seems to complain when their pools collapse. I guess it's just considered water under a bridge, but don't forget about the tolls in crossing it. You've just heard the true meaning behind March Madness, written by John J. Ruppert. March 13, 2017, it was recorded, spoken, and sound effects added by John J. Ruppert, April 11, 2021. How'd you make out in your pool this year?